Hello, today I'm going to try something completely different that I haven't done before. I've watched a few videos and people have talked about a sheleeart sort of blooming technique. So I have mixed up my paints much thicker than I normally do for my normal sort of hairdryer technique. So this is my house paint mixed with Floetrol and some Amsterdam, and that's it. I haven't got any water in there. Normally I would put water in. So people that do this technique seem to put quite a big puddle of this thicker paint in, and then sort of stretch it a bit. So I'm going to try that. So whether that's enough, because it's going to go all over the sides eventually, and I guess if I haven't got enough I can always add a bit to the sides, perhaps put a bit more down. So it is a much thicker paint than I normally would do, because I do normally always add water. Few air bubbles in there. Try not to set fire to the canvas. And then my paints I've mixed up much thicker than I normally do as well. I've got my favourite colours at the moment. I've got the Payne's Grey mixed with deep sapphire. I have got the turquoise, which is aquamarine in the Deco Art. I have got, this one is it's a nice blue, I always forget the name of this, blue topaz in the Deco Art. I have got pink tourmaline in the Deco Art as well. I've got my 24 karat gold in the Deco Art, and then I've mixed up some Amsterdam white and quite a bit of Floetrol. There might be a bit of water in there. So that's what I'm going to do. So all these paints don't have water in, which I normally put water in. So I am just really going to do a few little puddles. When I see people do it, they do one big puddle, but I think I might just separate mine out a little bit. And then when I stretch it, maybe it'll have some different kind of see. So I haven't used thicker paint, not for a very long time. Not from when I first started. I used to mix my paint quite thick. Since then I've always done it relatively thinly, really, because I've always done the Dutch pours with the hairdryer. I suppose with this you do need the colours to go over the top of each other a little bit, because otherwise when you blow it, I guess they won't all intermingle. So that's perhaps something to think about. This blue topaz I do find is a little bit runnier than the others. I don't really know why that is, but it is something that I have noticed with it. Stick a bit more of the dark in, because I like the dark. So, I don't know if that's enough paint or not, really. And then, from what I can tell, people mix up this Amsterdam white with Floetrol, and it's a thinner consistency than the rest of the paint. So I think the idea is, because it's thinner, when you blow it into the paint, I think it reacts with it. That is what I think. So I think I'm supposed to, well, I'll put a torch on, shall I first? Let's put a torch on. Yeah, some bubbles did pop. So I will try blowing it. If that doesn't work, then I have got my little rocket here that I really like, but I'll try blowing it first. And then I think we just kind of let it settle a bit. I might just, some of these bits that don't look like they've had paint over, I might just blow those a little bit more. I guess it's difficult because you don't want to make it muddy by mixing all the colours together. And then I think we're meant to just kind of let it settle for a bit. So I don't know if I've got enough paint that it will stretch. But I think you're meant to just be patient and wait for a little while before you start stretching it. And I can see little cells and things. So I think I might just see what happens when I start to move it. I find that when I stretch paint out, it goes jagged, and I'm never very keen on that look. I can certainly see that the top slides over the white base. I think I will put a bit more white around because I'm not convinced that that's going to move very far. It might be that the base is thicker than the top. I think there's a good chance of that. So at the moment, I can't say whether it's looking like a success or not. Yeah, my spinny table is sometimes very good at getting it to move. You have to be careful not to do it too fast, because again, it can make it jagged if you do it too fast. I think I might just take this white paint to the edge. And then stretch it a bit more. Because then I can just stretch. I'll do it so that you can see what I'm doing. Because then I can just stretch the pattern maybe more to how I want it to be. Yeah, it certainly is thick, isn't it? You can see how much paint there is on there. And you can see that 24 karat gold shining like it does. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a combination of techniques. I'm not convinced that this edge is going to move very well. So I think I might get my straw and blow those edges a little bit differently. I just think I'm going to like the edges better. Yeah, it's not looking like a flower. Not sure what it's looking like, but it's definitely not looking like a flower. So I think I will spin it a little bit. Yeah, I think with the paint being thicker, it just reacts so much differently to how it does when I do a Dutch pour. Because normally the lines from the straw, you can't really see those lines, but you can with that. So I think I will go back to my original thing, which was just to stretch it all out, really. And you can see it will definitely go over that edge that little bit. In fact, it looks a bit better now. Take it down to that other corner a little bit. It's definitely not going to look like a flower. Let's got that over that way. The colours look really nice. I do like this combination of colours. Interesting, you can't actually see so much of that Payne's grey. Might just do this corner first. Yeah, see, it's stretching out a bit more of that Payne's grey and deep sapphire now on this edge. Maybe it's the stretching that makes it better. Maybe that's what it is. Because it definitely looks better now that I've stretched it. Take it down to that corner. And now that I've done that corner, I think I might just bring it back the other way. Try not to drop it because that wouldn't be good, would it? Yeah, I think I'll bring it back this way. Yeah, that's interesting as well, because with this thicker paint, it's not going as zigzaggy. When I use the thinner consistency paint, my lines go too zigzaggy and I end up not liking them. But with this thicker consistency, that's not happening. So I think I'm just going to bring it right down. I think into this corner and stretch out the other three corners and bring it sort of down a bit. And then I think that might be quite a nice design. Because it is looking nice actually, she says with a very surprised voice. It wasn't looking hopeful a few minutes ago. But yeah, I think I might just stretch it all the way down. If anything, you know, just really stretch it down. I have heard of people saying you shouldn't overstretch it. It's looking nice. So before I do too much and then think I should have stopped, I'm going to assess it. And yeah, actually, I think that's looking pretty nice. The colours look really nice. Just tap a little bit around the edges. Yeah, that edge, oh, that edge looks really lovely. That edge does. In fact, yeah, all the edges just need a bit more white on this edge. Only a tiny bit. Actually, you know, considering it was looking a little bit unsuccessful only about 5 minutes ago, I now think I quite like it. I think there is an argument to say to tip it a little bit more over. You see this line here? I think that if I could tip that line off a little bit, because all the rest is okay, even if the line just is a little bit more diagonal. I'm really happy with that now. I need to get this paint off of my hands because I am absolutely covered in it. I've got a bit of tissue here. Yeah, so this is a 20cm square canvas, and I thought I would try it on the 20cm first because I wasn't sure how successful it would be. But actually, now that it does seem to be successful, I might try it on a slightly bigger one. Yes, I'm happy with that. There is certainly an argument for tipping a bit more off of that side, I think. And even some of that bottom bit. But I'm not going to, because I'm just not, because I think it's fine as it is, and I think it's interesting as it is. So I am going to turn the camera off. I will bring you down for a close-up, and then you can see what that is like. So here is this 20cm square canvas, 8 inches I guess, and yeah, I think it's looking really nice. Like I say, it's the first time I have done this, so I didn't know how successful it would be. I think there is an argument for tipping off this section and dragging all of these bits down. I do think that that is something that could happen. It's not going to happen because I'm going to leave it as it is because I am happy with it how it is. But I think what I will do is do another one, 30cm square, and we'll see how that goes, because this I'm very happy with. I think the colours are lovely. I love those cells. I just love the shimmer because these are metallic colours, and I love the edges. I love this little bit of Payne's grey and deep sapphire with the contrast with the turquoise, aquamarine and the gold. So yeah, I am actually going to leave it as it is, and I will show you that tomorrow or a few days after it's dried. It might take a while because the paint is that little bit thicker. Okay, so I'll show you that in a few days. Bye for now. Well, here is this little 20cm square painting, and it is 2 days that it's been drying now. It's about 48 hours, and I'm very happy with it. It is really beautiful. You can see how you get the shimmer from the blue topaz and the deco art and the 24 karat gold, and the nice contrast of colours in there. I really do like how these colours all go together, and I like these little wispy, delicate areas, and I just think it's really nice. I think it's turned out really well. So it was a little experiment from some techniques that I'd seen people do on YouTube. Sheleeart was mentioned, and blooming techniques were mentioned. So yes, it was just a little experiment from seeing other people's techniques. So I hope you've enjoyed watching the video. I hope you like the painting. I think the edges do look really nice. I will see you again next time. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.